Hey, welcome back. I hope everybody is having a great Thursday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, everybody, we'll look at every version of TEELA that came out so far in the Origins line only, and I'd also have her vintage figure right there from the 80s, and we'll also look at her 2000X look, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics. But as we know, TEELA is an amazing figure and has a variety of different figures throughout the years, from classics to 2000X, of course. Masterverse has 3 of her figures. Even the CGI line, in a way, have 2 TEELAs in that line as well. So controversial. In this line, we do have one controversial figure to show you guys. So if you guys are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. It helps me out. Thank you so much. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, like part 2 of the rest of the TEELAs I have in my collection, from Masterverse to CGI to miniatures and stuff like that. Alright? And of course, share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at TEELA. Alright, starting off right here, we're going to look at her vintage figure here. There she is, my vintage 80s version of TEELA. Alright. Which is nice, though. I mean, looks amazing, looks great. And the armor here is not, well, except for I think that the staff is the original 80s staff, but the dress snake armor and the shield is, no, the shield is from the 80s as well. Huh. Awesome, awesome. Right? Yeah. So there's a difference in the shield right there, so I know. So this shield and her staff are the same, are the 80s. Okay, my correction. But the dress right here, the snake armor, is from one of my original TEELAs from the Origins line. And that's what that's what I love about the Origins line, is that you can use the armor from the line to update. If you are a vintage collector, you can use that same armor on your vintage figures if they're starting to wear out, which I do love. But she looks absolutely amazing right there. There she is. Oh, TEELA. Looks great. Alright. Alright, moving right along to our first figure from Wave 1 of Origins. Alright, here she is. And basically, the vintage line does pay tribute to the original 80s line right here. So there she is. I'm going to move my camera over just a little bit here. So there she is. So this is Wave 1 TEELA. And you can tell because of the big bulkier knees that the females had before they updated it. I really do hope that we get a fan favorite re-release of TEELA with more of the smaller kneecaps, thinner, smaller kneecaps for her. But she looks great. There she is. Of course, there's the packaging. This came out in 2020, right there. Master Universe TEELA, the warrior goddess. There she is in the packaging. Looks beautiful. Got the red rocks blasting around her. Awesome. Alright, to the round of the back. Was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful artwork right there. We got older versions of King Randor and Queen Marlena. And she's taking out Merman with He-Man with the battle axe right there. There she is. Alright, of course the cross sale of the other figures in Wave 1. Alright. Now this next figure is the one it's probably controversial because a lot of people might think this is not TEELA, and it's the Eternia Goddess right here, and for the most part you guys are absolutely right. This is not TEELA, even though she's TEELA-esque body and the face and everything, even got the same armor, and this is a totally different figure. And the reason why I'm including her as TEELA, I want to know your thoughts about this because of the Revolution show. If you're not aware, the Revolution show, which we're getting a Masterverse version of this figure, Sorceress TEELA has to use 3 very important magical powers, with I think it's Ka, the power of Ka, to rebuild and recreate the Eternia heaven. So Sorceress TEELA transforms herself into the Eternian goddess right here. So that's why I'm including her with TEELA right here, because of that. But I know in the past this was not TEELA. This was a totally separate character from the mini comics and stuff like that. Who helped Prince Adam and or Savage He-Man become He-Man in those comics. So you can say one, but I'm very curious your thoughts about this, if this is TEELA or not. I'm just going, right now I'm going to say yes, because of the Revolution show. So I am saying yes, that this is TEELA in her sorceress form, and she's transformed herself to help rebuild the Eternia heaven. So King Randor and all the champions can live in peace. But as the original TEELA, you can see, back it up right there. Same face sculpt, same body type and everything. Just one has a green variant and one's just her normal look. Same armor, same everything. Like the hair clip right there. The back's right there. I mean, identical right there. So there you go. All right. Of course, there is her packaging right there. Came out in 2021. Right there, the Eternian goddess, the guardian of the power of the universe. All right. There she is. I think the other two magical powers that she needed was Zor and Havoc to recreate. This is the Masters Revolution show, by the way. And there she is. All right. Of course, look at the back. There's the Eternia goddess / TEELA. Right there. Some beautiful artwork there. Pretty much you get the same, exactly same artwork right here of her, but her staff right there, and she can be posed. And of course the cross cell, the other figures in this wave. All right. All right, moving on to our next TEELA in the collection. Of course, we have her snake TEELA, who are infected by King Hiss. There she is, this version of TEELA. Very, very cool. I love the detail and the artwork right here. And for the first time, we're getting a ponytailed version of TEELA right here. Now I'm wondering if it's not articulated, but still, you get a much different hairstyle on this version of TEELA. Like I said, the artwork is amazing with the beautiful scales and the pin. Paint. It looks great. It looks amazing. She does come with her green staff right here of the snake staff, but no armor, no snake armor like we've known from her. But I love her boots right there. Also, in an Origins line, what version of TEELA do you like the most? Or any version of TEELA that's come out so far? Like I said, TEELA has come out with different variants, from Classics to 2000X to Super 7. I mean, she's an amazing, amazing figure. All right. Of course, let's take a look at the box art that she comes with. All right, there, Snake TEELA, the mind-controlled snake woman, thanks to King Hiss. Of course, we have the snake logo, the head of the snake, the two snakes on the above and on the sides of the Masters of the Universe logo. This is part of the Snake Men line. There she is in the packaging. Of course, you have the Snake Men sticker with a really cool bubble with the snake scales. All right. Around the back. There she is, about to attack Snake Armored He-Man. There's King Hiss right there. That's him controlling and transforming her into a snake. And I really hope we're getting that Man-at-Arms Snake Man figure. But there you go. Of course, the cross-sell of that wave of other figures. All right. Now, this next one from the Origins was part of a 2-pack. And it's an excellent one. Very cool one. Came with Zor, her mother, right there. Of course, we got Screech with Skeletor, not too long, after that. But I love this updated version of Zor right there. There she is. But, of course, we have TEELA in this form as well. Different type of body. Lighter skin tone with this version of TEELA. Have a much yellow. Where's she at? Right one. So she's got more of a yellow paint right here on her outfit right here compared to her golden one right there. As you can see, this brings back that same ponytail from the snake version. But very, very cool. She does come with same armor, and I took that same armor right there and I put it on my vintage 80s version of TEELA. But as you can see right there, this is where we get the updated knees with the other leg with right there. So this is where we get the much more smaller kneecaps, and which I do hope that the fan favorite, if we do get one, a re-release of TEELA, will give us that version. But she looks great. Like I said, a much lighter skin tone on this version of TEELA compared to her, to her second one. All right. Okay, let's look at the packaging that she comes with. This beautiful, beautiful packaging right here. You got the Master Universe logo, TEELA and Zor. There she is, fighting along with her mother. All right. Part of the 40th anniversary collection. Got Grayskull. Beautiful. There she is. Comes with that same armor and shield. And there's Zor. And with her stand right there. Alright. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. Around the back. And there's Zor and about to fight Screech. And there's TEELA fighting Skeletor with Grayskull in the background. Beautiful artwork. Alright. And the cross-sell of the other figures in this particular wave. Alright. Now we're on to our last two figures. Alright. This back right here. Of course, this is probably one. This one here is probably one of my favorite versions of TEELA right here. Her Filmation or cartoon collection form and origins. The face sculpt. I mean, it looks like it came right out of the cartoon right here. I love the face sculpts. The sword looks amazing. The shield looks great. Everything about this is absolutely amazing. I think this is one of the coolest, forms of TEELA that we've gotten so far in Origins. I mean, they did a nice job with everything, with the look of her. She looks great. Everything. The detail on the boots, the armor or her, clothing, the sword and shield that we've seen on the Filmation cartoon looks amazing. The hairstyle is right on point with the Filmation cartoon. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. One of my favorite versions of TEELA is right here. Of course, here is her cartoon collection version right there in the packaging. Got the 80s Adventures, the He-Man, the Master Universe Filmation style logo here with the bluish purple sky with the stars. Got the Grayskull from Filmation in the background. And there she is. Cartoon collection or Filmation style collection. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Of course, in the back right here is she gets that training robot. It's from that particular episode, Pawns of the Game Master. There she is. Training. Alright. And there's the cross-sell of the other cartoon collection versions of the cross-sell. Alright. Awesome. Alright, and finally, we have one more version of TEELA we got in Origins. And it's part of the Turtles with Grayskull line. And there she is. A very interesting version of TEELA. Now she did come with this big, and I'll show you right here. She did come with this big giant Raphael SI with her, which I did include with my Raphael for the Turtles of Grayskull because I like these wrist gauntlets right here with the daggers right here. I love the chain right here. The helmet's not removable, but it's still a great look. The shield right there. This is a shield right there that can be removed for if you want to use it as a shield. But it's still a great figure, and the hair is articulated. You can move the hair around. Really cool spikes right here on the helmet right there. Got the chain mesh right here. Very cool. Very cool. But I'm curious if we get any more versions of TEELA in the Origins line. We can get the 2000X version, of her. I would love to get a 2000X version in Origins of TEELA. Even Sorcerer's form, of TEELA in the Origins, line. I think that would be kind of interesting to get. All right. These guys back right here. Get these guys right over here. Now, if you notice one thing, you notice that some of these are fully boxed or protected because they're unpunched. I'm using these really nice protectors to keep them safe and secure. Keep them mint on card, basically. Whereas others, I found punched. That's why. But what an amazing, amazing line here of TEELA. And we have barely scratched the surface. I still have to look. We still have to look at the 3 versions of TEELA that came out in Masterverse, and the 2 versions, you can say, you know, in the CGI line, and as well. These guys back here. All right, now let's take a look at her only 2000X version that came out back in 2003. There she is. Once again, I want to thank Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics for this amazing book. We can look at these amazing figures throughout the years. There you go, front to side, front to back. All right. Awesome. Awesome. But there you go, guys. There's a look at every version of TEELA that has come out so far in the Origins line. What's been your favorite version of TEELA? Put her back right there. Get these other figures back up here. We close the video. All right. Oops. I put that right there. And of course, we have this the Eternian Goddess right here. So there you go, guys. So let me know in the comments below what's been your favorite version, once again. Alright. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell when you upload new videos. And tomorrow we'll look at part 2 of every version of TEELA we've gotten so far in the line from Masterverse and CGI in miniatures. We'll look at her classic line figures, her Super 7 look as well. Or looks. Alright. So I hope you guys have a great Thursday. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care. And have a good one, guys.